Yo, what's up everybody, it's your name and listen, I'm hyped for this one. We're about to drop some serious travel knowledge on you guys, the kind that makes you want to ditch the daily grind and book a flight right this second. We're talking top 10 cities you absolutely have to hit up in 2024. I'm talking bucket list destinations, hidden gems, the whole 9 yards. We're gonna jump from ancient temples to futuristic skyscrapers, from bustling markets to serene beaches, all in the span of a few minutes. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to be inspired, because this is gonna be epic. First up, we're diving headfirst into the neon-drenched sensory overload that is Tokyo, Japan. This city is like stepping into a cyberpunk movie, but with way better food. Imagine ancient temples tucked between towering skyscrapers, robots serving you ramen, and vending machines that sell literally everything. Yeah, Tokyo is on another level. You gotta get lost in the electric energy of Shibuya Crossing, wander through the peaceful gardens of the Imperial Palace, and stuff your face with the freshest sushi you've ever tasted. Trust me, Tokyo will blow your mind. Now if you really want to experience the magic of Japan, timing is key. If you're all about those iconic cherry blossoms, then pack your bags for spring. March to May is the sweet spot, but if you prefer cooler vibes and those stunning autumn colors, then October to December is your jam. Alright, next stop we're landing in Barcelona, Spain, a city that oozes art, history, and pure, unadulterated cool. This place is like a living, breathing museum with mind-blowing architecture at every turn thanks to the genius Antoni Gaudi. Seriously, his Sagrada Familia Basilica, absolute masterpiece. You could spend a whole day just soaking in the intricate details of that place. And then there's Park Güell, another Gaudi masterpiece, colorful mosaics, whimsical sculptures, it's like stepping into a fairy tale. But Barcelona isn't just about the big-ticket attractions. You gotta get lost in the narrow, winding streets of the Gothic quarter, stumble upon hidden courtyards and grab some tapas at a local bar. Speaking of tapas, that's your culinary mission in Barcelona. Order up a bunch of different dishes to share, from patatas bravas to gambas al ajillo, and wash it all down with some sangria. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. If you enjoyed this journey through Barcelona, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to TerraWanderlust for more such videos. Alright, let's be real. No top 10 list is complete without the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, New York City. This concrete jungle is a whirlwind of energy, a melting pot of cultures, and a place where dreams are made, and sometimes broken. But hey, that's part of the charm, right? You got world-class museums like the Met and MoMA, Broadway shows that'll leave you speechless, and enough pizza and bagel joints to satisfy even the hungriest traveler. You gotta do the touristy stuff like snapping a pic in Times Square, even if it's crowded as hell, strolling through Central Park, and gazing up at the Empire State Building. But don't be afraid to venture off the beaten path too. Check out the quirky shops and cafes in Greenwich Village, catch a show at a dive bar in the East Village, or explore the hipster haven of Williamsburg in Brooklyn. And here's a pro tip. Want those picture-perfect autumn views? Hit up Central Park in the fall. The foliage is unreal. Chapter 4, Istanbul, where East meets West. Next up, we're crossing continents and landing in Istanbul, Turkey, a city that straddles two worlds, Europe and Asia. This place is a vibrant tapestry of history, culture, and stunning architecture. You'll be blown away by the sheer scale and beauty of the Hagia Sophia, a masterpiece that's been a church, a mosque, and now a museum. Then there's the Blue Mosque, with its cascading domes and intricate tilework. It's like stepping into another world. And don't even get me started on the Grand Bazaar, a labyrinthine marketplace where you can find everything from spices and carpets to jewelry and Turkish delight. But here's the thing about Istanbul, it's not just about the landmarks. It's about soaking up the atmosphere, sipping Turkish coffee in a local cafe, watching the sunset over the Bosphorus Strait, and maybe even trying your hand at some traditional Turkish bargaining. Speaking of the Bosphorus, do yourself a favor and take a sunset cruise. The views of the city skyline are breathtaking. Chapter 5, Cape Town Adventure Awaits. Alright adventure junkies, this one's for you. We're heading down south to Cape Town, South Africa, a city that's as stunning as it is exhilarating. I'm talking dramatic mountains, pristine beaches, and wildlife encounters that'll stay with you forever. You gotta hike up Table Mountain for those panoramic views of the city and the ocean. And trust me, the view from the top is worth every step. Then there's Lion's Head, another iconic peak with equally breathtaking views. If you're feeling really adventurous, you can even abseil down the side. But Cape Town isn't all about adrenaline rushes. Take a stroll along the V&A waterfront, check out the penguins at Boulders Beach, or spend a day wine tasting in the nearby Cape Winelands. And if you're lucky enough to be there between November and March, you'll catch the best weather for all those outdoor adventures. Chapter 6, Paris, City of Love and Croissants. Okay, let's be real, you can't talk about travel without mentioning the City of Lights, Paris. This city is a classic for a reason. It's got romance, history, art, and enough croissants to satisfy even the biggest sweet tooth. You gotta do the Eiffel Tower, obviously. But here's a pro tip. Skip the long lines and head there for a picnic at sunset. The views are magical, and you'll avoid the crowds. Then there's the Louvre, home to the Mona Lisa and countless other masterpieces. But be warned, you could spend days in there and still not see everything. And of course, no trip to Paris is complete without a stroll along the Seine River, a visit to Notre Dame Cathedral, and maybe even a show at the Moulin Rouge. But here's the thing about Paris. It's not just about the big-ticket attractions, it's about getting lost in the charming side streets, discovering hidden cafes, and simply soaking up the Parisian atmosphere. Chapter 7, Sydney Sun, Sand and Opera Houses. Next stop, we're hopping over to the land down under Sydney, Australia. This city is all about that laid-back Aussie vibe, stunning harbor views, and a surprising amount of culture. First things first, you gotta snap a pic of the Sydney Opera House. It's even more impressive in person, trust me. Then there's the Harbour Bridge, which you can actually climb for those epic panoramic views. And if you're feeling brave, you can even do a bridge climb at night. But Sydney isn't just about the iconic landmarks. Head to Bondi Beach for some world-class surfing or just to soak up the sun. Take a ferry to Manly Beach for a more laid-back vibe, or explore the Royal Botanic Garden for a peaceful escape from the city buzz. And here's a pro tip. If you're all about that beach life, then December to February is your sweet spot. But if you prefer milder weather and fewer crowds, then spring is the time to go. Alright, get ready to party because we're heading to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A city that knows how to have a good time. This place is a feast for the senses with stunning beaches, iconic landmarks, and a vibrant culture that'll sweep you off your feet. First up, you gotta visit Christ the Redeemer, the iconic statue that watches over the city. The views from up there are absolutely breathtaking, and if you're feeling adventurous, you can even hike up to the top instead of taking the tram. Then there's Sugarloaf Mountain, another must-visit for those panoramic views of Rio. But Rio isn't just about the landmarks. Hit up Copacabana Beach for some sun, sand, and people watching, or head to Ipanema Beach for a more laid-back vibe. And if you're lucky enough to be there during Carnival, get ready for the party of a lifetime. Next up, we're heading back to Japan, but this time to the serene and spiritual city of Kyoto. If Tokyo is the neon-drenched future, Kyoto is the tranquil heart of traditional Japan. This place is all about ancient temples, peaceful gardens, and a slower pace of life. You gotta visit Fushimi Inari Shrine, a Shinto shrine famous for its thousands of red torii gates that wind up the mountainside. It's a truly magical experience. Then there's Kiyomizudera Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its stunning wooden architecture and its panoramic views of the city. And of course, no trip to Kyoto is complete without experiencing a traditional tea ceremony. It's a meditative and beautiful experience that'll give you a glimpse into Japanese culture. Last but not least, we're finishing our journey in Lisbon, Portugal, a city that's as charming as it is historic. Built on 7 hills, Lisbon offers breathtaking views, colorful neighborhoods, and a laid-back vibe that'll make you want to stay forever. First things first, you gotta explore the Alfama district, Lisbon's oldest and most picturesque neighborhood. Get lost in its narrow, winding streets, discover hidden cafes and restaurants, and soak up the traditional Portuguese atmosphere. Then there's the Belém Tower, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of Portugal's age of discovery. And of course, no trip to Lisbon is complete without trying a pastel de nata, a delicious custard tart that's sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. So there you have it, folks. Our top 10 must-visit cities for 2024. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the sun-kissed beaches of Rio, from the ancient temples of Kyoto to the charming neighborhoods of Lisbon, there's a city out there calling your name. Now I know what you're thinking. That's all well and good, but which city should I visit first? That's the beauty of travel, my friends. The choice is yours. Ready to explore the world in 2024? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on which city you'd love to visit. Which city is on your 2024 travel list? Let us know in the comments.